Oh, you could take in the monster from what's that crap Kamen Rider from Ryuki?
Oh, Scissors.
Yeah, give them his monster.
He doesn't do nearly as much as the Monster Zodiac, though.
True. At least it gives him work.
All right, here we go.
Let's
You know,
do
I
this.
actually need to double check something here. I think, if I remember correctly, I think Unicorn came on first. I think the first episode of
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, before the first episode of My Little Pony even came out. I just
Well, thanks for
wanted to double check.
backtracking to ruin something.
Shut up!
So diligent.
We're talking about My Little Pony.
It was the first. What are we talking about?
Talking about Godzilla.
No, the one talking about
I don't think
he was Logan.
I heard Pony. Don't lie to me.
And God.
No.
Never start a conversation about My Little Pony.
Hey, don't talk about the Hanna-Barbera shit.
I bring that shit up, man. That's my cue, man. Don't steal it from
Is this man just
big
big animation since 1960s? Or were they the 50s?
No, they've been around since the 50s. Hanna and Barbera got their start working for MGM doing the Tom and Jerry cartoons back in the 40s, but they started their own studio in the early 50s. I think they're one of the
racist as hell.
Yeah. Oh shit! Oh damn!
I still say their best work is SWAT Cats. Nothing beats that. Shit.
SWAT Cats.
SWAT Cats.
God, the opening just made you want to run outside and punch people, you know?
Only people who deserved it there.
All that.
What's that? Was that a Russian jet?
I wouldn't go that far.
Boy,
What?
ooh dear.
How far would you go?
I'm confused.
What's that?
What would you do for
Balls deep.
Oh, do you go for SWAT Cat car?
Whoa, that's a little bit too deep, dog.
Sometimes
What are we
it's
talking about?
okay.
Balls deep. Who do you think you are, Jolene?
Oh jeez, yeah, Jolene Cujo. I can't believe she says that in that game. That fucking kills me, son. That's the best.
What did she say?
She
Wait,
says
what?
when she throws
Like,
Jolene
in
Cujo
version.
in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Gotcha.
So I can't even think today. And my bad there. In JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle, Jolene Cujo is the lead of the sixth series, and she throws a baseball at her opponent. And when she says, what does she say? If you could,
How many balls can I throw? 1,000.
yeah, 1,000 is like I'm going balls deep. She says something on the lines of that.
In the English version of All-Star Battle, she says, "How deep am I going? Balls deep."
That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
When's that game coming out again here?
This
anyone
end of April.
Oh man, I gotta reserve my copy, man.
I don't like Jolene, man. She looks like a man.
You're still waiting on dice or
What's
cards.
yours?
Here
She got that big Adam's apple.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah, I
Rocky
wanna
started to
think
draw
about
her
that.
towards the end. But yeah, it's a bit of a. He just said she was just becoming more ripped, but it's like Adam's apple. She's not a dude, a Rocky, but oh well.
Oh,
She's becoming a man.
I'm gonna met up
So
the
are we
lobby.
doing
That was playable.
Are we doing a roulette this time or not?
Yes, we
this
are.
round?
Matter of fact, let me go ahead and spin that wheel.
Spin that Irad.
Sorry,
I-
favorite wheel.
Hey, Dylan, you son of a bitch! Since you're my partner, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just shot you on accident.
Wheel spinning.
Oh.
There we go.
Wheel of Mecha, turn. Tell us which mecha will make us learn to speak
Burn.
Japanese.
Okay, way to go.
Which man gonna make us burn?
All right, here we go, man. Zaku's is on the menu, man. Zaku's. You have.
sweet.
I don't even play Zaku.
man.
Why would
Oops.
you do that to me? So
Oops.
far?
why you?
Zaku's okay.
Zaku's, sir.
Hey,
Go ahead.
so bro, let me know when it's story time, dog.
No
Frank.
problem. You got a story, man? Go hit us with hit us with a story.
If y'all heard this one, it's about an anime convention.
Oh, I could go for
Uh-oh.
it. Oh shit.
Not an anime
So
convention.
part 1 leads into part 3. So let me get part 1 out the way. All right, here we go.
Dylan, I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This is the equivalent of a green text story. So if y'all know about that green text, get ready. Put your seatbelts on.
I know about that shit.
They're
yo.
already put on.
Oh dear
All right.
God, one of the stories again.
If you've heard me say this in the past, do not ruin it for everyone else. The story starts in the lobby. We pull in, and they have some guys in costumes. They're wearing furry suits.
Oh shit!
Oh.
We're like, we can forget about that. Furry suits, we're not gonna freak out about that, right? So, we're chilling. I know the security guard. I'm a big dude. I used to work security, So it's all good. We talking. And the security guard was like, yeah, man. Like, you gotta watch out for these dudes in the furry suits. They be into some freaky ish. And I'm like, I feel you. So we leave. We come back 2 hours later. The dudes in the furry suit. Now, this is late at night, mind you. The dudes in the furry suits, about 12 o'clock at night, they are yiffing in the lobby. And if you don't know what yiffing is,
No, please don't. You should save it for shit after dark, man. What are you doing?
it is after dark.
He may not be around for that, but no problem, man. Go ahead, continue, sir.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
They were yiffing, and the security guard was like, yo, you can't do that in the lobby. So they all run back to their hotel room. All 4 of them take off to one room because it's 4 of them. So the security guard goes to the room and pulls them all out, and he wants to get their IDs and all that down because he has to kick them out the convention for that.
Right.
So as he goes to get their IDs, he makes them take off their furry costume. And it was 3 guys and 1 girl. So 3 dudes was tag teaming, triple teaming this 1 chick.
Jesus.
What?
Let's
It
start with the
depends
guys.
on where she was. I doubt they knew.
Hold on. The first guy was 35. Second guy was 28. Third guy was like 26, something like that. The girl was 14.
Oh my god! I knew this would be a fucking bad ending.
Bad end yet.
Statutory.
Why did you?
We have a death penalty for statutory.
You have it seriously on the books?
Yes, it's in our laws right now. You can get put to death for statutory.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
All right. Now this is why it leads into part 2, which leads into part 3.
There's still more parts.
Hold on. This story involves me.
Oh, all right.
Was you the 26-year-old?
He was the girl.
22.
He was the girl.
Go ahead, Phoenix. Go ahead.
I am not gonna sleep tonight.
Let me catch my breath. That boy had me weak. I'm so next week.
By the way, whoever's in my match, I'm sorry, I accidentally picked Epion.
Yeah, I actually picked fucking Emma, so I gotta. I
So I'm playing Epiandra. I don't know how well this is gonna
You
go.
picked the last 2 rounds, Fred. What are you talking about?
It's okay. I love you too, bro.
Here we go. For this part, I apologize and just stop me if you have. So
No,
we're
go
at the
ahead. Go ahead.
And this chick was cosplaying as Cora.
Right.
And she was really hot. And I'm just like, dang. Like, I want to talk to this chick. She looks awesome. I can actually provide a picture upon request. But anyway. So we're hanging out. And she disappears. She's like, oh, I'm going to the costume contest. I'm like, cool, I'll come watch you. And she just disappears into the crowd of people. So I don't see her during the costume contest. I don't see her for the rest of the day. So later that night we had a rave. This rave was gonna last from 12 a.m. to 5. And I'm like, okay, cool. And they were telling me, oh, it's an all ages rave. And I'm just like, okay, maybe I'll be able to talk to some girls.
Right.
Well, I couldn't. Most of the girls there were underage.
Of course.
Right. It's an anime convention. So I run into my boy Chris, and I'm like, yo, Chris, man, I can't talk to any of these girls because all of these girls look like they're 18, and up, but they're like 15. He's like, nah, man, all you gotta do is grab some of these hoes and talk to them. And I'm just like, so these two girls walk by, and Chris grabs their attention. And the boy Chris is like, oh, yo, my name's Chris, what up, y'all? And they tell him his name, and he's chatting them up. And he's just like, so how old are y'all? The first girl goes, oh, I'm 13. And the second one goes, oh, I'm 12. And that boy Chris, without taking a breath, said, oh, I gotta go. And this
Get the fuck out.
I'm just sitting there like, oh, I just turned into the babysitter. This was dipped out. Like, in mid-sentence, he dipped out and left me there. I'm just like,
yo, I gotta go. That's fucking classic.
You gotta get the fuck out of here.
That's how you leave.
He noved right out of that, man. Holy man, he's a good guy.
So I'm at the rave, and the chick who was dressed up as Cora was there. And I'm like, cool. So I had my laptop
She's
bag.
not 9.
Oh, no. She's So I have my laptop with me, and I'm like, man, I can't dance with this laptop. So I go walk to the corner. It's dark as hell in that room. Like, I'm talking about stupid dark. Like, I'm talking about, like, pitch black. You can't see nobody dark. So I'm walking to the corner of the room, and I put my hand on the wall to feel the wall. So I'm feeling on the wall, and I felt a lump on the wall. And I'm like, this wall has a lump in it, and I squeezed it, and I heard some girl say, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I grabbed this girl's titty, like,
Yo, you got that Master Asia bad touch going on, dude.
So I pulled out my phone light. The girl was dressed up like a mannequin, so she was wearing like all black.
Oh Jesus!
So this hoe was blending in with the wall. What the hell? So she's like, she goes, oh, it's cool. This happened to me once already. I'm just like, maybe you need to get off the wall.
Find a fucking chair.
So this girl, hold on. This girl, random girl I don't know, goes, oh, hey, could you watch my purse? I need to go up to my room real quick. And she takes off.
What?
So I'm standing in the pitch black, loud rave music, drugged up people, and I'm holding this girl's purse. And I'm just like, she gotta be white. She has too much trust in me for this. She don't look, like, I could have ran off all the stuff.
Oh dear God.
No offense to all the guys who are white.
This is only part 2, right?
No, it's all right. We are very trusting people.
This is part 2.
This is part 3.
Starts back.
Me and Brian are the official representatives of the white race. So
it's back. An hour later.
Oh my god.
She goes, hey, thanks for holding my purse. And I'm just like, I don't even want to know what she went to go do. So I give her purse back. And so I go on the dance floor. This is part 3, mind you. It's loud. So I see the girl. And I'm like, oh, there she is. This girl was wearing a plaid kilt, combat boots, black stockings, this little half the top white shirt, and she had her hair braided up. I was just like, oh my god, this girl is pretty. So I go dance with her, and we're dancing, we're hanging out, and I'm like, you know, man, I'm hot as hell. I'm gonna go rest on the wall. So I'm resting on the wall, and I decide, all right, man, you know, let's go. I can't dance with this girl tonight. I need to go see some other people. I had other friends. I go to move to go try to find my other friends, and as I'm moving along the wall to try to, you know, get through the crowd, I step on somebody, and I'm thinking to myself, who the hell is laying on the floor? Mind you, it's still pitch black, and I'm near the wall. I take my flashlight, I look down, this dude is doing this chick on the floor in the middle of the ring. What? I think you not.
Wait, what? Which convention is this?
This is American Con.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what? I didn't hear you.
This is American Con in New Orleans.
I'm going.
And I shine a flashlight down. I'm like, oh dude, I'm so sorry. and I turn the flashlight off. I'm like, oh my god. It's so it gets a little bit worse. This is the part y'all gonna hate me, or y'all gonna feel sorry for me. So
Or laugh
I go back.
hysterically.
I go back to the middle of the dance floor and I'm starting dancing with this girl again. And I'm like, oh man, this girl is cool. And like, I don't know why, but when I was dancing with her, my spider senses was tingling. Something felt off. It just didn't feel right.
You guys can pick who you want, by the way. Continue,
So,
sir.
Okay.
So I'm like, this just don't feel right. Little do I know, there's this guy who comes in. And the only reason I know about this part because my friend was watching the whole time. This white guy comes in the room and he like starts Assassin's Creeding his way through the crowd of people. Just sliding through dudes like a ghost. Oh my god.
My name is Chris Hansen. Will you please have a set at the table?
Damn, I made that joke already.
My Negro senses was tingling. Yes. Was making a beeline straight for me. So we're dancing, right? The music's like, and it's just sliding in between people. So we're dancing, and like the dude just slides in between me and her mid dance move. Grabs the girl and just starts slobbing her down right in front of my face. What? Right in front of my face. This man is slobbing this chick down. I'm like mid dance move. I just stop and I'm just like, oh hell no. I get so mad. I just leave. I grab my laptop and leave. So we're driving back home, and I'm in the car with my boys, and I tell them this story. They busting up laughing. And I'm like, hey man, do you know this chick? He goes, oh yeah, her name is Megan. I'm like, oh cool. I was like, yo dude, let me know if the white dude who was kissing on her was her boyfriend or not. And he goes, okay, I'll get back to you. We in class. 2 weeks later, he tells me after class, he goes, oh yeah, that was her boyfriend. And I'm like, all right, Sonny, how'd you find out? He goes, oh, I texted her. I'm like, okay, what did you say? He goes, well, I just asked her, was that her boyfriend? And I'm just like, what exactly did you say? And he goes, well, I said, oh, hey, Megan, you know a MegaCon that black dude you was dancing with? You know, Ryan, tall dude, glasses, black, really big dude. I'm like, you didn't describe me. Well, yeah. And he's like, I wanted to know, he wants to know if the dude who was making out with you on the dance floor was your boyfriend or not. This man just threw me underneath the bus.
What a terrible wingman.
But I got so pissed. I go, Sonny, why the hell did you throw my name in there? And he goes, oh, because I didn't want to look like a creeper. Motherfucker.
Wow.
Being a good friend.
No, that's the punchline right there.
The big show that you didn't look like a creep.
Oh my god. You don't look like a creep.
He threw you under the bus, alright?
He sure did.
Come on. Let me give you something about son. He's about 5'2". I'm about 6'2", 280. I'm a big dude. I'm a big dude. I didn't play football and fought all my life. I'm a really big cat. And I'm shaking with anger. And I'm screaming at him at the top of my lungs in the middle of the class. My professor looked at me and looked at him, and she said, "Oh my lord, he's about to kill that white child." And she started dialing 911.
Oh man.
Woo!
I was so mad.
That was pretty amazing.
Shout out to Self-Destruct. He says, Judas.
Damn.
Fucking Judas move right
You know, I'm fairly certain Super Phoenix is out to kill Sobro with laughter tonight, I think.
My god. Oh, by the way, Gundaminator, I'm gonna do another rotation in 10 minutes. So I'll put you on the next rotation, my friend.
Sobro, you're mine.
Oh,
that was the
go.
worst couple of days.
Ruben's possessing now.
A new challenger appears.
It's been fun, guys, but I think I'm gonna have to drop from the chat.
Oh man.
Right.
Well, hey man, thank you for coming, dude.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Brian. I appreciate it, man.
Hope to have you back, man.
Alright, well, I guess they already
I think he just broke out
Yeah.
the second he said. I'm like, fuck this shit. I stuck around with the story, man. That shit's over.
Dude, that was a great story, man.
That was great,
That
man.
was a pretty great story.
That was amazing.
That was good, man.
Cool story, bro.
Highlight of
That
Y'all don't understand, man. This is
Okay,
That's
we're
some
gonna understand. We're all gonna go to MechaCon next year. That's what I'm hearing.
y'all better not do me like you did.
Is there any words for the chat? Any specific words for the chat?
Nah, Super Phoenix, I wouldn't do you like that.
Yeah,
We're gonna throw Soul Bros on the bus for it this time.
Anyone,
That seems to be the play.
anyone else got any cocktails they want to share or not?
Like the first time, way back, Anime Week in Atlanta #2 when my brother went, but I didn't. One time we were picking him up, there was this girl outside in this really, hot pants and jacket and all that. I thought she was a hooker. She was just cosplaying. She was cosplaying the main character from Armitage the Third.
Oh, damn it.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That's Hot
Let's be
Pants City.
fair. Like I said, that was year 2, so I was still a noob at that point.
Oh my lord, that girl looks like a hooker.
I know exactly.
I saw a 7-year-old wearing hooker boots once.
Oh, Jesus.
I've seen in Food Lion, with the place I used to work at, I've seen an older woman actually have a collar and chain on a middle schooler.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Boy.
Was Chris Hansen there?
But they're slowly telling them.
Oh, just like
Oh.
Oh, is that gonna crash? No, it doesn't. What the hell, game?
It wasn't a crash.
There is a small side story from that. The first this
Guiding.
there's a small side story. Here we go. The first night, the con is like 45 minutes away from my house. I ain't got no car.
Oh, fuck.
My boy Jason drove me there. And we assumed that, okay, if he drives me there, he's gonna drive me back home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We assume.
I assumed. Oh, yes, I did. Mm-hmm. Jason went to the brony ball they had that night. Hold on. Jason goes to the brony ball, and I walk around for like 2 hours because it was started at 10, ended at 12.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 12 o'clock, and Jason comes out with some chick around his arm. And I'm just like, oh, hell, here we go. And I'm like, hey, Jason. He goes, oh, this is so-and-so. We met at the brony ball and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, it's one of those con relationships. This is only going to last for like 3 days. So I'm like, Jason, it's getting pretty late. He goes, yeah, I know. I said, so, and then he looks at me and he's like, so how you getting home? I said, excuse me? Like, Jason, you gonna drive me home, right? He goes, no, we're gonna go up to the room with her and her friends. And I'm just like, no, you're not. You gonna drive me home? He goes, I can't, man. There's a girl. I'm just like, rolls over a hole, son. He's like, oh, you don't understand. I just broke up with my last girlfriend. I said, dude, I'm not staying here at this convention. I am not staying here overnight. I don't trust these people. And he's like, no, man, just can't take you home right now. And I'm just like, you act like if you disappear for 45 minutes, she gonna leave. He goes, she might. I'm like, dude, you are too thirsty for this. You need to get me home. We argued for 45 minutes. I'm like, the time it took us to finish this argument, he could have been and drove me home and been back upstairs with this chick. So I get pissed off and I walk off somewhere. I see this girl, and we're talking, she's smoking a cigarette. And this girl, she was wearing a really tight shirt and no bra. Trust me, I know. I saw the girl's nipple poking through her shirt. So we sitting up there talking, smoking, joking. And one dude I knew from high school, Travis, walks up while we're talking, looks dead in this girl's face and says, oh my God, you have huge tits, and walks off.
Wow.
Like, nothing has ever happened.
Way to be subtle.
Classy.
Hold on. Right after this, the girl was telling me about the rave the next night. She's like, oh, I'm going to be coming to the rave. I'm going to be wearing a see-through skirt. I go, what? She goes, yeah. She goes, I'm going to be wearing a see-through skirt, and it's going to be pink. I'm like, how do you get a pink see-through skirt? Like, I don't understand. And she's like, "Oh, it's gonna be my fairy costume," and I'm like, "Okay, that's cool."
Furry costume?
Fairy costume. I forgot about this when I was at the rave. I seen her at the rave, and I swear on my mama, this girl had a pink see-through skirt. And
she wasn't lying to you.
Hold on, she had the little glow sticks hanging underneath the skirt, and the shit was lit up.
Oh, well.
I was just like, oh my god. And something went through my head. I was like, is she a hoe? Or is she just really promiscuous? Like, I can't decide, and I don't.
It's a landing strip. She's like, come on in, guys. Come on in.
Make it clear for landing, man.
Just so you know exactly where the hell you're going.
Good game, Yazi, Josh, and Amra. That was close. GG.
Better question, would you want to land there?
I was distracted by the story.
I don't know about that.
Not really.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, you don't know what creepy crawlies could be in there.
I told
No,
you
I think
about
you know.
that girl till I saw her at the rave, and that skirt was neon pink, boy. I'm just like,
Some things
God
man does not
damn.
need to know.
look, man, I've learned my lesson of cons. These people are crazy.
That's true. That's kind of why I don't really go to cons that much. I don't think I've ever really been to a big con, to be honest.
Even you haven't been to Comic Con either?
Nope.
Oh,
Wow, and you in Cali? Oh shit.
Hey man, you got to get sense of hygiene, man. You don't know what happens at these cons.
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
I've been here for
Well, Kieran goes
here
to
in
fighting
Dallas.
tournaments, so you know, I guess that fulfills his need for cons. So,
I've been living in Dallas for 2 years. Haven't been to A-Con, so.
oh wow.
oh, dude, the cons, the stories just get worse and worse.
Oh,
You got more? Let's say you got more.
Yeah,
Hit us up, man.
I have one more story if y'all are willing.
yes.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
body
Alright,
don't
buddy. Here we go. I went to the anime dating game 18 plus.
Oh.
Oh, those are always fun.
It took place 2 hours before the rave, so it was at 10 o'clock. And the first one was the Yuri anime dating game.
Oh my god.
The contestants were Fluttershy
Oh.
and one other chick. Fluttershy.
You suddenly have my attention.
Fluttershy was dressed up as a human, but she had the unicorn horn and everything. Well, for the dating game,
Fluttershy's not a goddamn unicorn. She's a. So, I'm sorry.
don't watch My Little Pony.
We just found out who's a My Little Pony fan.
Oh, we done know.
No. Wait, no.
I've been out of the closet for a while, guys.
Anyway, continue with the story.
Go ahead, Phoenix. Go ahead.
So Fluttershy dubbed herself
Is there an opening?
Fluttershy for the game.
Sorry, Amra.
What?
Oh, my bad.
Sorry about that, Kieran. I'm
She
sorry.
dubbed herself
That's alright.
Fluttershy. And we were just like, uh-oh, we don't like where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
So the host, she, because he was stressing, and this dude was pulling off high heels. I've never seen a man pull off high heels, but he did it. He did it.
Oh dear God.
Miracles.
So this man, she asked her, the contestant would ask questions, like the person they're trying to win. So the person said, okay, I'm a big fan of sex toys. And she goes, what kind of toys would you use on me? And Fluttershy answered just like this. She goes, who needs toys when you have friends with horns like mine? And the host went, you let your friends stick their head up your vagina? I lost it. I was on the floor.
Oh, anime cons.
This is why we can't have nice things. I swear.
Yeah, nice things. This is fucking hilarious. What are you talking about?
Yes, damn.
I mean, last year at AWA, they had a panel that just basically ended up being, due to various things, they just read off clips from the worst fanfics they could find, like Half-Life Full Life Consequences.
Did they give live
So
commentary?
they
the whole time?
did dramatic readings. You know, my personal favorite.
And Soul's
My
case,
personal
yeah.
favorite had to be they read this fanfic where the Justin Bieber fans kidnapped Vic Mignogna and called him on to rescue him. And apparently, for the record, Vic is aware of the fanfic and he has it posted on the wall in his house because he finds it so hilarious. So let it never be said the man doesn't have a sense of humor.
If I ever get an internship at Funimation, I'm gonna ask him that. Do you have Justin Bieber fanfic on you?
I don't have a good like my story isn't as good as the ones that have been told before, but this is about Comic-Con.
Don't get our hopes up.
Oh yeah, go for it, man.
Me and Frozen Carrots, we met. You know, we talked before. We went to Comic-Con and we met up and hung out with a bunch of our friends and went to this restaurant and we had food and drank, of course. Had a good time and. We decided to go to the Toys R Us in Times Square, right?
Uh-oh.
And we're upstairs, and there's an actual, for those who don't know, there's an actual candy level. There's a entire floor dedicated to candy.
Oh, wow.
Holy calamity, scream insanity! Are you ever gonna be another great fan of me? Break!